Yo, shout out to my boy Nelson. Let's go. Turn it up. He doing it thing.
Yeah. Again and again, it's Wednesday, the middle of the day. Happy hump day. But most importantly, happy Nelson Lopez Jr. show day, man. It's the day I wait for all week. I love it. I know y'all love it too. The best show in combat sports, whether you're talking bare knuckle, whether you're talking Trigon combat, whether you're talking boxing at the highest order. Hey, man, this is what we wait for. Hope y'all are doing well. I'm doing fantastic. And let's see who else is doing fantastic. The most important man in combat sports right now, the one, the only, Nelson Lopez Jr. Hey, what are they doing with the one clap, man? With the one clap? Hang on, we got real claps for you.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about what we got going in what we got in the pipeline, bro. We got a lot of things. Had some good news today, and got a nice meeting tomorrow, man. I just want to put it all out there already, but I gotta pace myself.
Listen, you have nice meetings every day. I try to get, you giving me instruction. You're guiding several different companies right now, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Very successful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're a victim of your own success right now, right, boss?
I guess so. Look, I think I just, like I say, is that belief in everybody. I actually started an HVAC company just because my buddies started an HVAC company. I said, hey, I'm going to help you with the HVAC company. What do we need? We need that van. Let's get that van. We need tools.
So I can't get the boss to get these venues set up because you buying HVAC vans. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, man, we're doing HVAC company.
World class
Florida
heavyweight championship boxing matches and buying HVAC.
Shouts out to GMR AC and air conditioning repair and maintenance. Shouts out to GMR. That's my sponsor.
Hey, that's a big plug right there, GMR. That's a big plug.
It's a big plug. So what's up? What's up? Talk to me.
Well, what's up is, lots of exciting thing. I know you have a great show tonight. We're focusing on some warriors that gave us a fantastic show there in Wichita, but you also have the Trigon Combat, which we will allude to at the end of the show.
Okay.
July 12th. You're right here in my city.
Okay.
At the top. He's coming right here, ladies, to the 18th floor at the top of GCC Studios.
That's it.
He's coming right here, Fayetteville, North
I'm
Carolina.
landing on the roof.
On the roof. I don't know if it can handle it, but we'll see. We'll see. So what I do want to say is, I know you got some great guests, and I know you want to get to those guests, and then I will bring you back to talk to the people at the end, boss man. Okay.
Let's do it.
So what we got?
I want to introduce someone that after a long layoff, 8 years is a long time to step out of the ring and not hit a bag, get into a different schedule, gain some weight. And not get into, because you have to be constantly in the gym. You have to live the life of combat sports, live the life in the gym, and it's a lifestyle. To leave that for 8 or 9 years and come back and get back in the ring is very difficult. And, this young man did that. Life probably took a toll, and he had to make that change. And then he's presented an opportunity to fight on the undercard of the Deontay Wilder Legacy Reloaded. And this was kind of his Legacy Reloaded as well. And I wanted to bring him on to tell us a little bit of a story, a little bit of how you do that. How can you do that? I give him so much props. I'm so proud that he was even able to make the weight and get back into the ring to throw it. Like that's very difficult for an athlete and for that long of a layoff. So without further ado, I wanted to introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage tonight, the one and only, the Kansas Kid, Jeff Page.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, look at slim and trim.
What's going on, man? Yeah, we're still in the gym. We're still working, bro.
That's what's up. That's good. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't think you lost the fight. I just, and I know that you're hard on yourself. We talked about it. I
Right.
think that and I looked at it again. I said, man, the first round, I think you did enough. Like you worked the jab, you were hitting with a cleaner. I think first 1, 2, 3, you were cool. Maybe on the fourth, you took off a little bit. Then you started feeling that fatigue. You're like, man, I haven't felt this in a long time. And then
Right. Right.
you got conservative. You're like, let me hold up. I need to finish strong. You know, I
Yeah.
get it. But I still think that you landed the cleaner punches. I still think that, and shouts out to Aaron Casper. You know, he came in. He's a seasoned veteran. He's active.
Absolutely.
He's active, and you know what? You got the win. That'll help him out. Just shout out to you. It is what it is. But you know, I like that you got back in the gym. I like that it didn't like hurt you to the point where like you say, you know what, I'm done with this. And that's something that really interests me and wanted me to continue, like wanted to talk to you more, because how many fighters take a layoff like that, come back, take an L, and say, you know what, I'm done. And you didn't. What could you tell a young fighter like yourself, you know, that's going through this? Like, what made you get back in that gym and start training again?
Man, honestly, you know, my wife kind of pushed me for it, you know, because she's never been a part of that. And so the week leading up to the fight, you know, was a whole new experience for her, and she loved every bit of it. And then she goes, you know, it'd have been a lot better if you could have won. I'm like, all right, thanks. You know, that's awesome. But, you know, to take an L, I mean, yeah, it's rough, but, you know, well, I mean, what do you do after you take a loss? I mean, I'm not going to throw a fit. I'm not going to pout. It is what it is, right? We just got to keep working and move on to the next step. And thankfully, you know, I got good support, you know, behind me, and that's my family. And then you guys are supporting me and, you know, wanting to work with me. And I'm very, very grateful for that. So, you know, all we can do is just keep working. So, and hopefully, you know, our next opportunity, things go our way. So,
Well, hopefully I'll have a date for you soon, sooner than later. I had some good meetings coming up, and I think we might be in your neck of the woods again soon. So I'll let you know. How was the experience though? Because you know, you've been on big stages. You fought big opponents, big names, and this was at home. This is a little different, you know. Look at this man. Who is that guy? That guy right up here. That's what you're going back to. That's your
hey,
motivation.
that's what we're getting back to. I agree. I agree with you.
You need that picture in your gym. You know what I'm saying? That's that picture that makes you say, you know what? Here I come. Here I come.
Yeah.
How did it feel, bro? Tell me the experience from beginning, like because I know that there was a little bit of doubt too, not just from you. I'm just saying, you know, yeah, right. We're coming over here. Yeah, this big show coming to Wichita. How was the whole experience from start to finish?
I mean, you know, I was really excited and everybody was supporting me, but honestly, man, there was a lot of things I had to deal with that I did not have to deal with in the past. And I went in, this was my first fight ever without my dad, you know, and my dad had always been there with me. My dad's always taking care of everything, you know, whether that be communicating with you guys, taking care of everything, and just coordinating everything. I didn't have to worry about nothing. He'd be like, hey, here's what we're doing, you know, and
Yeah,
I kind of took care of it. So that was a whole new stress that I added in. You
yeah.
know, then my grandpa's been there at every fight with me as well, and he wasn't there. And
Wow.
then, you know, the reason I did take a layoff for so long is 8 years ago I lost my wife. So my wife passed away after giving birth to our third son. So and
Wow.
then
Crazy.
so you know,
Adversity.
I kind of did go through some, you know, hard times, and you know, by the grace of God, you know, was able to, you know, pull myself out of it, and you know, thankful for my family support and my wife now. You know, her and I've always been just friends, and she reached out to me, and you know, just one thing led to another, and then she started pushing me, and she wants to be a part of this, and so this is where we're at now.
That's a
So
good feeling, bro. That's a great feeling to have someone like that, especially your best friend, your wife, someone that's like knows everything about you, you know, and what you go like. If there's anyone that knows what you've gone through and what you've had to do to get where you're at, is her, you
yeah,
know, and to have that kind of support, that's amazing. That's a real blessing. You know,
Yeah.
crazy thing is, when I met you, I went to my phone and I typed in your name, and I used to talk to your dad. Me and your dad text back and forth,
Yeah.
and I looked and I was like, and then that's when I learned that he passed, and I didn't know that. But I
Yeah.
mean, I lost my mother 2021, so I know that feeling, especially someone that's been so supportive of me, and I could never do anything that she didn't support. You know, if I wanted to print shirts for a living or cut grass or whatever, she was like, "Yes, let's go, baby. I got you. Let's do it." And
Yeah.
I'm sure, I know pops. My pops is very supportive of. He wanted me to box and be in this career, but there was a point where he's like, "You know what? I don't want you to box. I want you to learn the
Yeah.
business." And I went that route, and he supported me. So I know how important that is. And I didn't know, I didn't know that you were going through that. I didn't know about you losing your wife. I didn't know that
Yeah.
part. Man,
And
respect.
not a lot of people do. I kind of keep quiet about it, and I kind of hold myself up. Walk around, try to be proud. But you know, I mean, it is what it is. It's the inevitable sometimes, and life's gonna always kick you down. But it's on how you respond. So, and I'm trying to respond in the right way now, and thankfully, I do have a great support system, and I do. I think maybe I was stepping in the ring for the wrong reasons,
Maybe.
and not having those people behind me
Mhm.
that have always been there, you
Right.
know. So,
But when you
but
say stepping in the ring for the wrong reasons, before or recently, like now,
recently, no,
yeah,
not before, not before.
yeah. So
So
you feel like you weren't ready to jump in the ring at that moment, or
I was excited, man, and like, yeah, I'm ready to go and fight. I love to fight. I mean, because
yeah,
you see me, man, I'm in there and I'm smiling, smirking,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
my wife, she goes, "You smile a lot in there," and I'm like, "I can't help it." Like I love to fight. She
yeah.
goes, you ought to try to be a little more serious. I'm like, I agree, but I'm gonna have fun while I'm in there.
Yeah, you definitely had fun. But look, I just feel that even though it was called a loss, it was you definitely gained a lot. You gained a lot of respect. Your fan base was there. You've seen who's for you, who's not for you.
Absolutely.
It's something that, look, now you have a teammate, your wife, that is 100%. So like you're coming back. Not it ain't even a loss. It's just a part of the journey. It's a step in the process. And bro, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, that's what you overcome, and all those things that you didn't even know is amazing, and I'm proud of that. That's something where I feel like, how can you not help someone? Like, how can I not get behind you? How can I not, push for you as well?
Right.
I always told people, I rather fight, I rather help in the boxing world a good person before or a star athlete,
Yeah.
or a superstar. I rather help someone that enjoys and appreciates what you do, and what you do for them, than someone that just feels entitled to give them everything.
Hey,
Everyone.
my
That's
mom always told me God humbles the proud.
There you go.
So
There you go. So, it was a blessing to have you on there. It was a pleasure to meet, like, your wife and how she supported. And I'm telling you, you're not far. You already been there. That's just a stepping stone. And I feel like, bro, you're gonna come back 10 times harder, 10 times better,
yes,
slimmer,
sir.
faster, and I think you're good, brother. I think you're
Hey
gonna be good.
boss, I got a little funny something from the
What's up?
so me and Jeff, man, we linked up early on when he was training, man. This is my guy, bro. I,
Mhm.
I love Jeff. Like, he's a great dude. And while we were there, Jeff had the freshest cut of anyone in Wichita, bro. And you know me, I'm known for my cuts.
Yeah.
So his man is like my man. Shout out to Joel Ortiz over at Luxurious Coiffure, who keeps Big Face looking young and exuberant, right?
Okay. Okay.
Hey, and
So
shout out to my guys over at
yes,
Wichita Barber Company, TJ
what?
Hooker and TJ Hooker and Austin Falk, man. Them are my guys right there.
So
Always
listen,
taking
man.
care of me.
So Jeff says, I got you, Big Face. Day of the fight. He said, look, my man is booked up for weeks, but he gonna bump you in, give him a C note, take care of him, bro. He got you, 10 a.m. Well, we had a wild night the night of weigh-ins, private parties, celebrities. I'm with my brothers, and I didn't make it, bro. And he
Yeah.
hit me up, say, yo, You didn't make it, man. I went ahead and paid my guy hundo. So I'm gonna tell you right now, send the cash out to Big Face. I got the hundo for you. I got your hundo, bro. Like,
Hey, I didn't want to leave him. I didn't want to leave him hanging.
my
So
man
we
took
had
care
to
of
we
his
had to go ahead
guy.
and take care of him. So
I would have done the same thing. But my man, that's what I'm saying. He got his hat on today because he said he missed a cut today. He in there training. He got a little, he put on a little Daniel sign
Hey,
tonight.
well, we're all
Good.
right though.
He always fresh
Nah,
though. He
he
was
good, he
fresh.
good,
He was
he good.
fresh. His fade was blurry. So anyway, a little human touch there, boss. I know how you love that. You know what I mean? I know you got a little secret snake in the background. In the green room, I see a big, giant, smooth, handsome son of a gun.
What?
You know what I mean?
In the green room we got
In the green room.
in the green room we have the man himself took on the giant, you know what I'm saying? Took on the big guy in Wichita, Kansas, the man himself from San Antonio, Texas, Terrell Too Real Herndon. Hey, yes, sir. There you go. What's good, my man?
Doing all right. What's going on, Big Nelson?
Hey man, I can't count it. I'm blessed. Everything's good. How you feel? You look good. You look like you ain't look like you've been in a fight.
Shoot. I definitely felt the after effects of it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, listen, you took some shots. I was like, wow. You stood there and you really took some shots. I didn't ever see you really like hurt or like maybe like dizzy or off balance. It was just the weight difference. Like it was so much power coming. It was throwing you.
Yeah.
But you stood there. It was very difficult to get inside, but I was seeing what you were trying to do. Hit him with a great left hook, couple good right hands.
Yeah.
And he took them, but man, a couple more of those, it could have turned the tides for sure. How'd you feel, man, with that experience? I mean, that's the call everybody wants to get. After your fight, you already know how many people hit me up. Let me get him. Let me get a piece. Everybody wants to fight him. How do you feel about that?
No, it was like I said. I mean, it was a great opportunity. And it was even better that my number was called. It didn't end the way that I would have wanted. But after you go back and watch tape, you see so much meat left on the bone, it'll almost upset you. But
that's gonna happen.
he's definitely to be able to face off against him, man. He's definitely a generational talent. And everybody's like, does he really hit that hard? You were never dazed. I'm like, give me some credit too, man. Maybe my prayers to God for the angelic body armor and my neck exercises did the job, but
exactly.
he definitely cracked, my hell, his left hooks, my hearing went out in the ear. I'm just getting that back. And then I had, when he caught me with an uppercut, when the ref was calling break.
Yeah.
When I looked back up for the rest of the night, I was fighting two of them. I wasn't fighting one. So I had to make sure, damn, which one is throwing this big punch at me, So I'm trying to hold it all together and like nothing,
Crazy.
keep a poker face like nothing's going on. But there was a lot going on in there, But outside that, it was just, not getting what I wanted. It was. I feel like for me, definitely a learning lesson, and I want to treat it for myself like a Canelo versus Mayweather moment, in the sense that after that he leveled up and nobody could touch him. Confidence booster facing a guy like that, feeling his power. What else is left? So definitely a motivating factor.
That's amazing, right? Like here we are with you, that you faced one of the most devastating punchers in the world in the ring, and yes, okay, you didn't get the win. Also with Jeff Page, he didn't get the win, but you guys are like you took an L and you're motivated to do it again. Like it like that's the kind of mentality people in life got to have. You lose something, you break something, you crash something. My boy crashed his car today. He was all sad and stuff and hurt, but you know what? He walked out of the car. He's here. He was crying all day. But bro, he got hit by a school bus.
Dang.
At 60 miles an hour. I don't care, at a dead stop. I don't care what it is. And he walked out of the car, and he's worried about the car. I said, bro, we going to church tonight. Because you just walked out of this car like nothing. Don't get me wrong, he's banged up. But you take that L and you're like, man, how do I accept that I just lost my car? How do I accept that I just ruined this? My parent, my dad, my mom, and people, everybody gonna be mad. Like, how do I accept that? Bro, those are the L's that teach you that car is not important. Life is important. And you took this L and you're gonna get phone calls. You're gonna be 10 times better. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have to say, I love what you're saying. You are exactly right. But I want to say this. He fought a defensive masterpiece. If you go back and watch, he was slipping. And man, I mean, a defensive masterpiece.
Listen, he was walking. He was walking to his right like he was supposed to. He was slipping to the right. The only thing was that the size difference couldn't get to where he needed to go. But as far as doing the right,
you got to make him pay when you make him.
Right, but you're talking about a 8-foot wingspan, he was slipping him, and he was slipping the punch, and he was to his elbow, and we still couldn't reach him. And like, man, how is he gonna get to this man? So you did everything right. Everything that you could do. It's hard to prepare for a person like that, but just your eagerness to get back in there, your positive attitude, bro. Like I said at the post press conference, I'm proud of you. And I know that a lot of good things are going to come and stay in there, man.
And hey, I was trending on Twitter for like almost 48 hours, in which only 1% of the world does that.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, so there you go. I mean, look, I know you're getting phone calls. I know I talked to Thomas. He was proud of you. I think that with every loss, like people say, there's a big lesson, and it's just how you take it, how you take the loss. And look at you and Jeff. You and Jeff are coming back stronger, going to get more opportunities. And you know what? I feel bad for the person that you face next.
Yes, sir.
What I mean? And that's how you feel. I know that's how you feel. I feel that. So, what did you take a couple of days off? Did you buy your girl a car? You know what I mean? What'd you do? Because you know how it is. When you go back home, everybody's like, let me hold something, bro.
Yeah. Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but tell me, let me know, you gotta treat yourself. How'd you treat yourself?
Nah, so I mean, outside of something like that, instead of trying to sit and dwell on what you could have done better, you got to have an outlet to get away. Right. So one thing I always do after a fight of any magnitude, I like to go really get away and take a vacation somewhere. So next week this time I'll be in Colombia, really getting away, enjoying that scene out there, just to really take that official step out. And then when I get back, I'll already be training now, but like when I get back, really hit it running, but that's my treat. We kind of go meet Thomas, his girlfriend, Jamila Mines, Julia. We'll take off, enjoy that out there, and then get back to work.
What part of Colombia?
To Cartagena.
Oh, Cartagena. All right, cool.
Cartagena,
I got a little house in Tolu. Tolu is
what's that?
Tolu is TOLU. I got a little crib out there.
Oh man.
Yes, it's a smaller house. It's kind of near by the beach. It's away from like the city.
Okay.
It's like I kind of Airbnb it to people that want to go out there. It's nothing fancy, but it's nice enough. I get enough phone calls if people want to go out there.
Yeah, it's a crib in a whole nother country. That's dope.
You're right.
Yeah.
How did it feel? I was just about to ask about this press conference, all the media. Is it one of the bigger fights? I know you fought a couple guys. I think you fought one guy from Top Rank, Torres. How was the media? How did you feel about all of the press that you were getting, and how are you taking advantage of this stage and how it's put you in this position?
Nah, I mean, like you said, man, you guys there at Global Combat Collective were wonderful, man. This was an experience that a kid probably watching says one day that'll be me, or I wanted to be me. You guys gave me that experience in facing a Wilder, and man, it's something that I don't care who it is across that's hearing this or walking the earth. People dream of moments like that, and the media, the way y'all had everything set, the hotels, everything was just so professional, man. And I couldn't take my hat off any more than what I have, and will continue to take off to Global Combat Collective. Y'all killed it, and from the interviews to the press conferences to the post, like everything was, man, y'all rocked it, man. And you got this radio voice here, man. I already knew when I heard him. All right, Tyrell, you're
Hey,
gonna stand
too
here. I said,
real.
ooh, man, that's ooh, okay. Big face, that's him. You know,
The
but
voice
your
of
whole
Global Combat and
everything
the
conglomerate. Yeah, nah, everything conglomerate, man. You guys got it going on, and it's proof in the pudding. So I was, like I say, blessed that y'all gave me an opportunity to showcase my talents on your stage. And man, I'll forever hold it near and dear to my heart. When I'm old and telling my grandkids about a thing, I'm gonna be telling them about, Global Combat Collective. So I appreciate
They're
y'all.
gonna think I paid you to say that, but guys, I didn't pay you
Ah,
to say that. But I appreciate you. Your team was really a pleasure to work with. I kind of I really do want to stay in contact, man. Keep me posted and more of what you got planned. I'm there. I talked to Greg. Thomas, you guys an open line, you as well. I'm definitely coming to San Antonio. I want to come visit. I definitely want to see some venues out there. Let's do something, man. You got
yeah, for sure.
you
Yeah,
got good
man.
fighters in your
Team
camp.
Herndon was first class, boss. You have to
I
give it up to
appreciate
the
that.
coaches,
Look,
everybody.
they're gonna think I paid y'all to say that.
Nah, man. Y'all, hey, you had a good game plan. You guys prepared you well. You had a great support system there. That's the love of this fight game
I
that
like
Nelson has gave to me is looking at the other things. As a fight fan, you look at certain things, but
Right.
then Nelson sees things beyond that veil. And these are the special things that make events, the stories behind it, the redemption. He calls himself, the B-side king. Bro, this man has been building stories in boxing for decades, and here we are, and finally get to do this thing and seeing Global Combat. And what you said about Global Combat means a lot to everyone
Yeah,
involved.
it
Oh,
sure
Because
does.
it's all about the fighters. It's all about making a first-class experience. Fantastic.
Right.
yeah.
We had a lot of good positive reviews, and the fans were happy, the venues were happy, the hotel was super happy, the fighters were happy, and that's the goal, man. Like I don't a lot of time, and I've been to so many fights, and I've dealt with so many promoters. I'm not saying that I'm trying to put anybody down, but I've felt left out after a fight. Like not a phone call, no one take me to the airport. It's just like I'm done. Where's my check? Like I've been looking for my check. I'm done. Like and I've felt that, and I know, and that's something that I never wanted to put that out there. No one. I want everyone to feel, even now, even that we're a couple weeks out, like, we're still relevant. You're still relevant. We want people to want you to tell the story of what you felt in there too.
Yeah.
And that's something that I really want to allude and make sure I push. So that's awesome. Did Jeff leave or he's still here?
No, speaking of relevance, boss, you've got another warrior who's you were interviewed earlier, Jeff
Mhm.
Page, a
Yeah.
Kansas kid, and he'd love to come on. I'd love to have both of
Yeah.
y'all on at the same time.
Yeah,
Bring him
great
back to the
speaker.
stage, ladies and gentlemen, one more time again for the Kansas kid,
Kansas
Jeffrey
kid.
Page, my man right there.
There you
What
go.
up? What up?
Terrell, did you see Jeff fight?
Nah, man, I was listening to his story as he was telling it. I said, man, he got another fan on this side, man. And you play the game of life that way, man, and can fight. Those are the real battles in life. So you can make it through that, man. You can make it through anything. So
I
Absolutely.
appreciate that, bro. Appreciate
yeah,
that.
no doubt, brother. I had no idea, but one wouldn't know. That's not something you speak on. But man, that's quite the testimony.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Now a lot of therapy sessions, and a lot of playing mind games with myself and
Mm,
getting myself the right counseling and whatnot, and finally
mm,
got myself in a good place now where I'm comfortable opening up a little bit and trying
Yeah.
to share my story, and being being at peace with it, not letting it define me.
Right.
mm,
So
And that's the main thing, being
yeah,
at peace with it. I like I said, when I lost my mom, I was like, man, nothing's gonna make me accept that. And then I've realized, I said, if I don't accept it, I'm gonna be miserable for the rest of my life, and that's not what she wants. So getting that peace and using it as, all right, you know what, I'm about to show her what I can do.
mm,
I'm about to put everything that she taught me to work. I'm not gonna let that just go away. And you know
yeah,
what? That right there, what you're talking about, bro, like you should tell the story. You know why? And I should tell the story
yeah,
because people go through this. People are going to go through that. And you telling your story makes you stronger, makes you get it out, and you're gonna help somebody by saying it, and you're gonna teach somebody how to deal with it. Just like I'm teaching people every day how to deal with that. The fact that I lost my mother, Like, no, those don't. They're not supposed to go anywhere, right? But
Yeah.
they're gonna go somewhere, and those are
Yeah.
things that, bro. This is how I found peace. You know, come to me. I'll talk to you. I'll let you know. And you know, that's such a big thing that makes this little loss in the boxing world so small, right? That's why you can overcome this and come back 10 times stronger, not only for yourself, but for your family, your wife, and the people that believe in you. So, bro,
Right.
shouts out to both of y'all. You guys both have overcome a lot. And Terrell, like you, I know the boxing world, how hard it is and how the opportunities don't come. You capitalize. Obviously, you didn't get the win. It ain't all about that. It ain't all about it. You did capitalize. People got to see your character, who you are, how you speak, you know, what a positive person you are. And you're a mentor in your city, in the world that saw you and heard you talk. And Jeff, you too, bro. You're a mentor. You're a mentor. You're looked up to, whether you don't know it or not. You really are. And this video and this interview is about that. That's what it's all about. Anything else? Give me one highlight that you were like was kind of unreal to you. Terrell, you go first. One highlight that you were like, yeah, I did that.
You said Jeff go first or myself?
No, you go first, T.
Okay. I think
that left hook you hit him with.
What's that?
That left hook you hit him with.
Nah, man. I mean that's definitely a highlight. But I think for me personally, like a highlight in entirety for that moment for me was living out that moment that I always seen. You know, as I'm getting the festivities ready for a fight weekend, and people are coming over watching them come out the tunnel to their music. That little segment there, let alone looking out the ring, watching him getting ready to come in, making his ring walk, knowing that, you know, it's about to be time, and then looking across when everybody clears the ring and the ref is about to give us that go to go to war. That's something that I will definitely, you know, cherish, and then I was like, wow, you know, here we go. This is it.
I get chills.
Yo, I just got goosebumps with that right there.
I was like thinking about that.
Man.
Yo, how about you, Jeff?
Man, the whole week was just phenomenal, right? I mean, just everything like Terrell mentioned earlier, y'all were top notch, y'all were A+ with everything. But I mean, ultimately for me, you know, just being able to step in the ring again after my long layoff, and that electric feeling that you have, it's almost indescribable. And then, you know, you're waiting to walk out the tunnel and your music's going, and then, you know, it's on your time then. Like, all eyes are on you, you know, it's all about you at that one moment, that one time. And, you know, then you hear the fans, especially, you know, here in my hometown, you just hear everybody erupt and go so loud. I'm just like, man, this is what I miss. This is what I love.
Yeah, man. You know what? I felt that for you. And every time I look at your face, you know, I'm just looking at what you're feeling. And I'm like, man, what a great feeling to feel the people scream, like clapping when they announce your name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're walking out that tunnel. What a great feeling.
Oh man, and then getting
By the
my
way,
son,
the
my
Charles
son that
Koch
he was
Arena
able to walk
was.
out with me.
Hold on.
I hate to cut you off, Jeff. I want you to say that,
No,
but
you
the
good.
Charles Koch Arena was loud as hell, bruh. Celebrities in the building. The mayor walked out, got a major. Like, you guys blew that place up, man. And don't sleep on yourselves, because, like, I know Nelson. One thing about Nelson, if you believe in him, he will believe in you, bro. And ain't nothing done.
Oh man, look, I go. What you were gonna say, Jeff? I want to hear what you.
Oh man, and the fact that my son got to walk out with me, bro, come on, like
priceless,
my son leading up for the months. He's like, Daddy, can I walk out with you? I'm like, man, I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it happen. I don't know if we can make it happen.
Absolutely.
And
You
then,
didn't even ask me.
right?
I would have 100%. I would 100% said it.
Man, and then my uncle, you know, my trainer,
your uncle was on fire. Listen, your uncle was in there. He's like, I felt that too. I get chills. He goes, we're back. Like he was on fire, bro. He was ready to fight himself.
Hey, my cousin who was there, his son who was in the ring, he goes, "Hey, man, I thought Dad was gonna punch you." I said, I said, it wouldn't have been the first time he's hit me in there before.
Yo, great. Hey, bro, great experience, bro. I'm so happy that we were able to do that. I'm so happy that you guys experienced all that, and I'm telling you, man, God willing, we're gonna do all this all over again. I am looking for some more dates. I want to visit San Antonio. I don't want it to. I don't have a lot of fighters signed where I'm like or have like a deal with a network where I have to commit to this same fighter. You know what I mean? You know, that's one thing where I gotta go to Kansas and I gotta bring this fighter only because this is the network. Or so
Right.
it's brand new. You know, I don't have a plan for the next. I'm actually winging it. But that's why I want to visit San Antonio and say, hey man, you know, let's put Terrell Hunter, let's put AB, let's look for those future stars over there. And the zone, this is what I got. BLK Prime, this is what I got. ESPN, this is what I got. And that proof of concept, y'all help me do that too. Y'all help me show that we can put on a show anywhere. We went to Wichita. We can go to Texas. We can go to Vegas. We can go anywhere. And you guys were part of that. And that's what I see. That partnership is
Boss, one thing you sleep on yourself. I mean, you went to Wichita and you made a major event in that city. We've been talking. You know, we talked to Josh Wiseman. Shout out to the whole squad.
Yeah.
But they're still feeling the reverberations of that there in Wichita.
Yeah.
And I would love for while these guys are on, show this little sizzle reel of the week that we showed last week's
let's
show.
do it.
Yeah, I want to show you guys really, and Global Combat is beholden to you too. You guys are warriors, and you went in there. Let's
100%.
run it.
Let's run it.
Human beings in a mind. What's a mind to a king? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer who don't believe in anything? They get out alive. Alright.
Bro,
Wow.
I was fired, bro. That was fire.
That's fine.
You
I love
guys
it.
made history together.
Yeah, we absolutely did make history together. I love it, man. I appreciate you guys. T, give out your social media. Shout out your sponsors, your family, whoever you want to shout out. Tell them to stay tuned. I want people, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening, if you're watching the show, please follow my guy, Terrell Herndon. Follow his social media. Follow the journey is not over. This is his legacy.
Too real.
Too real. Shout him out, baby.
Yeah, appreciate y'all over at Global Combat Collective for giving me this opportunity. PPV and Black Prime for giving their platform to showcase our abilities. Appreciate the city of Wichita, Kansas for coming out and being hospitable to us fighters. I appreciate my sponsors that locked in and got me ready for this moment. Appreciate my coach Mays, my brother Thomas. Appreciate Greg Cohan for setting the stage as well. You can find me at 2Real 51, and just there kicking it. Nothing crazy, just there kicking it and regular guy doing regular things.
Oh yeah, man. 2Real 51. Y'all follow my man, and also Jeff Page. Jeff Page got a. I feel like you're absolutely just right on track, bro. I feel like it's a rebirth. You know what I mean? Soak it all in, take it all in, and let's go get it. I already told you, man. Let's get it. Let's go get what you want. I'll help you whatever you can, and I want you guys to follow his journey as well. Please follow my guy, Jeff Page, on his social media platform. DM him, sponsors. Endorsements, all that stuff. I need people to follow him. I need people to show. You're gonna see Jeff Page in the big stage again against top level athletes. And be careful with that right hand. I promise you guys that. Tell them where you're from. Tell them where you're from. Tell them where to find you.
Hey, Wichita, Kansas. Find me on Instagram, JeffPage13, all lowercase, and hit me up on Facebook, just Jeffrey Page. All right. Like I said, sponsors, always looking for sponsors. I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsors I have already. The Barbershop, TJ Austin, appreciate y'all. Flawless Roofing and Construction and Blair Construction. Y'all are phenomenal. Y'all help me out so much. And I want to thank my family, my support, my wife. Huge shout out to my wife, man. And then huge shout out to my uncle as well. He's been sticking with me since we was 8 years old, man. We've been riding for a long time. So we're gonna keep it rolling and see what we can do.
Keep it moving, guys. I appreciate you guys. Hey, love you guys. Stay real, stay humble, stay in the gym. All right, go get that vacation, go get that rest, and I'll see you soon, bro. All right, I'll see you guys soon.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man. Hey, amazing, man. I'm just saying the whole story behind the Legacy Reloaded was great. The way you paint a picture with fights is amazing, man.
Right. I mean, you need that. You need a and that's one thing is that when I said it in the press conference, a mother screams the loudest when they see their sons fight.
Their friends and family, right? That was a great speech.
You know what I'm saying? Like they hurt the most when you lose because they know what they went through. They know the story. They know the little kid that grew up with the dream. They know the guy that went through and lost his family, lost his father, lost his grandfather that was in the ring. They know the struggle, so the L hurts the most. And for us to get fans to really tune in and watch these fights, 1% of the community, 1% of the world only knows about boxing, but the whole world knows about a hard story that you got to fight through to get to the top. The whole story, the whole world knows that. The whole world knows adversity and how you overcome it. And even if you don't become a world champion, you won. You won because you got in there and you fought. You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely.
That's what we got to show, man. That's what we got to show. Face, you've been through some stuff, man.
Hey, man. Listen, Global Combat Collective, it'll bring you and you one thing you taught, we got July 12th, this next Saturday. You're coming into my town. I can't wait to host you here, boss. We can't wait to see you. The city's excited. We've got the best pre-register we've had. We expect to have a lot of warriors out there at Ambition.
I heard we got about 120 people, bro.
Listen, watch out. I mean, we got media coming. We got food trucks wanting to be there. We are having a special watch party. Shout out to Bubba's. One of the, movest place in town. We'll be out there watching a certain beloved fighter win a championship. We hope and we believe and we pray. Right, Saturday night.
Listen, we support G Perez.
100%. Guillermo the Cut Man
Perez. I support him 100%. That's my brother, my son, my nephew. Call it whatever you want. My best friend. All of that, and I support him 100%. I probably won't be at the event or the fight, but you know what? I'll be watching. And I'll be with them
Well, while you're saying you may not be at the event, but you're having a first-class watch party with everyone in the city. There's major people wanting to come out and see you that night. The mayor wants to talk to Nelson and Joshua. Shout out by the way, we take this time to shout out to the entire team over there at Global Combat / Trigon Combat.
Yep.
Let's shout out everybody. We got Joshua Chassie, the president, man. Your main man. You guys moved together. We got Calvin, we got Gio, we got Janae, we got Josh Wiseman, we got Levi, we got Megan the Money. Don't let me miss nobody, man. We got Mila.
We got Daniel. We got BB.
BB.
We got Eric Botcher. We got
your boy back there behind the camera, Zakari and little face.
Zakari, okay. First class transport.
Let's go.
But I don't know.
I don't know now. Hang on, he lost the keys and he got T-boned. We gotta look into this.
Yo, listen. You know how much the key costs? I want to make you feel bad.
Don't do that to Josh, because Josh is getting into town. He gonna get.
he said, why you gotta put that out on social media? That ain't got nothing to do.
Somebody walk around homeless with some keys over there in Wichita to nothing. To absolutely nothing.
Yo, Josh deducted the key.
Josh deduct your key. Hey, Mr. No. Josh deduct my shit. And I'm his brother. I'm getting shit deducted off my shit. I don't know what's happening.
Man. Listen, shouts out to everybody. Oh, and also it was Janae's birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy Feliz cumpleaños to Janae, the dopest in graphics that you ain't never heard and you won't hear because we're not gonna let you get it. So
Nah.
and shout out to all our partners, BKB, Mike Vasquez, Elvis, everyone that helps you make this happen. I know you're moving and shaking, brother.
Moving and shaking, baby. That's what we got to do. I think I was gonna say something. I was gonna rhyme too, but look.
The album's coming out. Big Face, executive produced by Low.
Really, I didn't even know that. But look, I'm down to get in the studio 100%. Listen, don't let me get on the hook. I get on the hook, it's over.
Over.
But look, man, this is crazy how this whole team has come together.
So great, man. We can't express that enough, right? I mean,
I really can't. I can't.
And I want you to stay on track here. I mean, you do have a lot going on, and boss, the fight game is wide open. This is a changing times in combat sports. You've got a brand new sport you've introduced, Trigon Combat. The Trigon is so exciting with these young people, right? And we want to explain that this is a new sport, not only for amateurs but pros. It's an opportunity to learn a bare knuckle in an amateur with your amateur with a 7-ounce gloves, 4-ounce gloves for the pros. Yeah. Yes, we're using only striking with the hands, no elbows, no tackles. You can enlist the Muay Thai clinch, right? So, I mean, this is an opportunity for fighters, bare knuckle pros, everyone, amateurs to come out, go bare knuckle, go to MMA, go to boxing, and the opportunities are endless, right, boss?
I think that with Trigon Combat and the tryouts that we're doing, it's just opened up the door, man. It's opened up the door to put your foot in and say, you know what? Let me try out these bare knuckle rules. Let me try out this striking combat sports, this new striking combat sport with a 4-ounce glove or with a 7-ounce glove with the clinch, not bare knuckle. And you know what? After 3 or 4 of those fights, you say, you know what? I can do this bare knuckle thing. BKB, that's on a whole nother level, right? Trigon Combat.
I mean, you're going to run into the Smash Nelsons, to the Red Queens. You're going to run into the Zaras. I mean, and just a litany of professional bare knuckle people.
Right, and that's to the extreme. But you can also ease your way in there from the amateurs to the Trigon Combat fights, and then to the professionals, and then to the BKB, the bare knuckles. So I think that's why our tryouts are crazy right now. And everyone is popping in. But a lot of boxers are popping in.
Yes.
MMA was always a demographic that was targeted here because this is they're used to fighting with the 4-ounce glove. But now, man, I think that we are bringing a great variety of fighters, and we can transition them into GCC, Trigon Combat, and BKB.
And that's something you uniquely can offer people. I mean, you can go from your relationships, you can go bare knuckle, you can go small glove, you can go traditional boxing, all from the same platform, right? That's the first ever, and it doesn't matter. And female fighters, we are looking for you. We are champions of the female fighting sports, and it's hard to find you, right, Nelson? And we're looking.
Absolutely, man. Any female combat sports, any female fighter, Muay Thai, wrestling, boxing, bare knuckle, MMA, come try this. I really want to be able to put together a stable of female of fighters to do that all-female bare knuckle fight card. I want to do that all-female Trigon Combat card. I would love to do that. I would love to push that.
I know it. And I mean, you made history doing that in the boxing world. And now look how big this next fight next week for a certain MVP agency. Yes. When you broke 7 Emmys you were nominated for Fight Like a Girl, Fight Like a Champion, Hit Like a Girl.
No, hit.
I'm sorry, I had it right the first time, right?
Hit like a girl, fight like a champion.
That's right. So, and we had Alicia Baumgardner and Persoon and a litany of talented Stephanie Simons. I mean, a litany of talented female fighters. And now look at the big stage they have with Jake Paul. Shout out to him. And you guys have history as well. Yep. You guys are like-minded in that way. You see it's their.
Is the innovation of this combat sports world, and that's what's going on. And he thinks out the box, and that's why he's been so successful. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing here. In this whole podcast today, the lesson that we learned, and the thing that really I appreciated was, and like I said, when I said, let's get Terrell Herndon on. And let's get Jeff Page on. And yes, they took an L, you know, and the important part is that they didn't take the L. You know, the judges wrote down that they lost, and on their record, it shows a loss. But look at what they gained. Look at the motivation they gained. Look at the publicity gained. Look at the bond that he's gained with his uncle to feel that he has someone in his corner that he can continue. The man was in the gym the next following Monday. You know, Terrell Herndon is taking his family on vacation and coming back stronger than ever. You know what? Nothing negative came out of that loss, that so-called loss. And that's the same thing that we have to take in life. Like, that doesn't define who you are. An L in life doesn't define who you are. It actually makes you grow. It actually builds you. It actually turns you to a man or a woman. And that's what you got to do in life, man. Just like the fight game, these L's are just making you better and making you grow. Keep your hands up and protect yourself at all times.
Yo, shout out to my boy Nelson. Let's go. Turn it up. He doing his thing.